If you've ever been told you're too sensitive, too intense, or too complicated, this video will help you understand why that's not a flaw. It might be your greatest gift. Carl Jung, one of the greatest minds in psychology, believed that a small group of people live differently, not because they want to, but because they're wired to. They perceive reality through deeper emotional, intellectual, and intuitive layers. They're not broken, they're rare, and if you've always felt out of place in this world, chances are you're one of them. Let's dive into the 8 signs that you're living with what Jung called differentiated consciousness, a rare and powerful way of being in the world. Sign 1. You feel too deeply, and you always have. From a young age, you've carried a depth of emotion that few people around you seem to understand. You're the one who cries over a stranger's sadness, who senses the pain behind someone's forced smile, who can feel the energy of a room before a word is spoken. To others, it may seem like you overreact or take things too personally, but Carl Jung believed this wasn't weakness. It was the activation of what he called affect tone, a psychological sensitivity that connects you to unconscious emotional truths. You're not just emotional, you're emotionally intelligent. You feel because your psyche is wired to explore the depths most people avoid. Sign 2. You question everything, especially what you're told. While most people are content with easy answers, you aren't. You question authority. You challenge norms. You can't help but ask, why is it like this? Who decided this was truth? What's beneath the surface? Jung called this the transcendent function. It's the part of the psyche that pushes us beyond the known into higher awareness. And yes, it makes you difficult to control. Your mind refuses to live unconsciously. You want truth, not comfort. But with that truth-seeking comes loneliness. Because when you challenge the illusion, you challenge the comfort others have built their lives around. You're not cynical. You're awake. Sign 3. You're fiercely independent. But it wasn't always like that. You didn't start off strong. You became strong because you had no other choice. Whether it was abandonment, betrayal, or simply being misunderstood, you learned that depending on others for your identity was dangerous. So you built yourself. Jung called this process individuation, the becoming of one's true self, not shaped by society, not shaped by family, but shaped by the soul. This is why surface-level relationships feel empty to you. You're not looking to be completed. You're looking to be met. Sign 4. You have an intuition that borders on psychic. You don't just observe people. You read them. You notice the pause in their voice, the look in their eyes, the energy behind their words. You sense when something's off, even if no one says it. This isn't paranoia. It's Jung's concept of unconscious perception, the ability to pick up on archetypal patterns before they're verbalized. But here's the catch. If you don't learn to protect your energy, this gift becomes a burden. You begin absorbing everyone's emotions until you forget your own. The solution? Boundaries, not walls. Healthy, intentional boundaries that preserve your empathy without draining your soul. Sign 5. You crave meaning more than you crave approval. Small talk drains you. Shallow goals bore you. Chasing popularity or status feels like wearing a mask. You need your life to mean something. Jung believed that for rare personalities like yours, purpose isn't a luxury, it's a requirement. Living out of alignment with your soul's truth creates what Jung called neurosis, the inner conflict between your authentic self and the persona you wear for others. You've probably tried to fit in, and you've probably felt the slow dying of your spirit when you did. Now you know, your craving for depth isn't dysfunction. It's your compass. Sign 6. You've outgrown the places and people you once called home. This might be the hardest sign of all. There comes a point when you look around and realize the people who once loved you no longer see you, not because they changed, but because you did. You evolved, you grew, you started peeling away layers of performance. Jung called this a psychological rebirth. And like any birth, it's messy, it's painful, it feels like dying, but it's not death. It's emergence. You're not losing people. You're making space for the ones who match your truth. Sign 7. You offer sacred presence in a shallow world. People tell you their secrets. Strangers feel safe with you. You're the therapist friend, the emotional anchor, the silent witness. This is a gift and a responsibility. Jung said that when two souls meet authentically, transformation happens. You have that power. Just by being, you hold space for healing. But here's the shadow. When you offer that presence to everyone, you deplete yourself. You become invisible in your own life. Jung warned against the helper complex, the unconscious need to earn love by saving others. You are not required to bleed for people to believe you care. Sign 8. You sense you were born for something greater. Even if you don't know what it is, you know it's there. A pull, a calling, a voice inside that says there's something more. Jung believed that rare personalities feel the weight of this before they have words for it. He called it the archetypal mission, the soul's unconscious urge to fulfill its purpose in the evolution of humanity. Your job isn't to figure it all out. Your job is to listen, to trust that your weirdness has wisdom, that your path, though lonely, is leading you somewhere sacred. Which of these signs hit you the hardest? Tell me in the comments. Your voice matters here. Subscribe to the channel if you're ready to explore the depths of what makes you, you. If even one of these signs resonated with you, then welcome. You're not broken. You're not too much. You're rare. And like all rare things, you carry both a burden and a brilliance. Carl Jung believed people like you were essential for humanity's awakening. You are the mirror, the mystic, the questioner, the light. Keep going. We need you.